So I was just getting out my materials for art class and co-op, and I thought it might be helpful to you guys if I explain how I plan out the whole year and the weekly lesson plans. So I've been doing art for quite a few years now, so I can kind of talk you through it, and it's actually pretty easy once you get a routine going, and also if you have a helper. So to start with, I get on Pinterest and I find all of my ideas that I want to do and print out a bunch of screenshots. And then I used to teach by myself, but now I have a co-helper. So we kind of talk through which ones we like, which age group it would go with, and because I usually teach 4 different grade groups over the course of the year. Then we take that and we take all those, and then thankfully our co-op has a schedule, and so we can fill in what we're doing each week, and that really takes a lot of guesswork out of it. So you just look here and then you know what you're doing. So we've only planned the first half, and we're going to sit down and plan out the second semester at Christmas break. So anyway, that's really handy. So that helps get the yearly schedule done. I try to have like a theme or like a feel for like what I want the kids to take home education wise from the class overall. I usually try to have a fun first day project and the year end project that's kind of like a gift to take home, like for Mother's Day or Christmas. And maybe something for if you have a presentation night, like group project for that. So lots of things you can do. And then as far as the daily stuff goes, I just get a plain sheet of notebook paper and I start making my materials list and all the things I need to set up when I get there. And then just the steps of the art project itself, which I do the night before or a few days before. I do a test run, and that helps figure out any of the problems that might occur. And so that's like one of the biggest tips I can tell you is go through it. And also, if you're not used to teaching kids art, have one of your kids or a younger person do it with you so you can see if the struggles are, and you can kind of judge how long it's going to take. And then another thing that comes in handy is I write the class times on the top of each sheet. I should have put a title on here. So anyway, so that's that project. And then my receipts. We save receipts and get reimbursed, so I just always circle the things that I used, or just say if they didn't use them all, you kind of note that on there, so if you return it a few weeks later, you don't forget. Anyways, and then I take a basket on the day. We've got our tablecloths. I almost always have just pencils and erasers with me, and then anyway, so if you paint a lot, plates come in handy because nobody wants to wash palettes. I keep my own paint containers. And then in class we have cardboard sheets that we put underneath the kids when they're doing something really messy. So they put their paper on that or tape their paper on that if it's watercolor. And then we also have a pizza box drying rack. I can put a picture in of this tomorrow. That if their stuff is too wet, they can leave it there, and then the next day or I take it to the class, and then by the end of class their stuff's dry enough so they can take it home. So those are a lot of my tips and tricks. I don't think I left anything out. Wet wipes are always a good idea. And telling the kids pull up their sleeves or use paint shirts and wear your clothes that you don't care to get dirty. So art should be fun. All right, have fun. So this day, I also write on there what they're learning, layers, textures, and details. So this has a lot of steps to it. This is their little mock-up. We're gonna glue that on there and then put all the shreds to cover it.